Welcome to M&S. Of course, with your man Marcus. I'm Sherrod. We are your hosts. We're gonna talk today about some NBA stuff, some football, and I want to do a little Pro Bowl, little synopsis, and we're gonna go with that. All right, Marcus, you ready? Let's talk about it.
All right, let's get into some New York Knicks basketball. As you know, the Knicks are still on fire, even though they lost to the Lakers the other night. The
Some
Lakers,
bullshit.
unbelievable.
That was some
Well, we
bullshit.
well we know what happened. We know what happened. We know what happened. LeBron and them guys made sure they didn't play the night before. They
Uh huh.
sat.
Old
Honestly, I
ass.
feel like that was a sign of respect. We gotta show up for these cats.
Yeah,
They
but they
balling.
knew how people wasn't playing. They were like, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta come in. They tried to make it look like fools and we still almost beat them.
We still almost beat them. We still almost beat them, and it's all good. Listen, we're due to win to lose a game, and listen, to lose LeBron, I'll take that L. It's not a big deal. You know, he tried to do like when they when he had Wade on his team when they try to show out certain cats who come out hard. They
Right.
come in and they play a little extra hard, a little extra motivation to go hard against a team that's hot right now.
Yeah.
So
But remember when we beat them, they had their full squad though. So
yes, let's not forget that.
they,
And that was and they wasn't see this game. They keyed in on it. Like I said, we no Randall, no OG.
right.
We missing key players. And we still was the contention the whole game. That fourth
Yeah.
quarter that fourth quarter killed us, but it is what it is.
But then they're gonna sit there and talk about they shut down Brunson. How you shut Brunson down? He had 36 points.
Shut down in what state category or
And then these
timeline?
Laker fans out there like they did something. I was like, oh my god, this like it's so crazy that to see New Yorkers root against the team that represents New York. That is so weird to me, bro. Like I just don't understand it. Like I would literally root for the Jets before I root for anybody else if the Giants not playing.
So what you saying? What happened? So you saying that they were rooting for the Lakers
Yeah,
during
yeah,
that
Laker
game?
fans, New York Laker fans coming
Yeah,
at me
I
because
don't
I'm a
like
Knicks
that.
fan. Like, come on,
That's
man. I
that's
ain't
like
with it.
saying the Cowboys coming over here acting crazy.
I,
Mm,
I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I never understood that. I understand that, with these teams. Well, what I do understand is that a lot of New York fans, what I find is
hmm
a lot of New Yorkers who are fans of other teams are only fans of other teams that won a lot. Like, you never find a Tennessee Titan New York fans. I do know one, but
I got one.
yeah, I know one guy who's a Tennessee Titan fan. I don't know why, but he's a New Yorker.
Mhm.
But you don't run into a lot of New Yorkers who are fans of other teams, and the team is like an awful team. It's
Right.
usually the Lakers, the Cowboys, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Golden State teams that won a lot. They jump on that bandwagon, so I get it.
Little
But
fair weather, little fair weather fans.
but they always claim I've been there since the oldest player on the team was. But really, I
And
didn't
that's
know
when you hit.
anybody to be a Golden State Warrior fan when them motherfuckers were losing all the time. Nobody claimed them. When they
Nah.
won them championships, all of a sudden everybody. I'm a Golden State fan. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm a Cleveland fan. I'm a Patriot fan. You know what I'm saying? It's only teams that win a lot, so I get it. The Knicks
Because
ain't win a lot, so
listen. We've been through the struggle. We've dealt with long losing streaks during seasons. Look at the Knicks. I mean, the Giants at one point. God, the Jets for sure. The Mets had some
yeah.
success, but they haven't won a World Series in God knows how long. What 69,
1986.
86, my bad. So you stick a real fan sticks with their team. You don't team hop because somebody got hot. A team got hot. Now they're the hottest thing in the league. And no, but my thing is like what I don't like is when you got a team like the Knicks who's finally finally coming together. And I'm gonna take this as a sign of respect. And because you know what, we haven't gotten this kind of accolades in a long time, where a team will show up to play you, take a game off prior to make sure they're fresh and healthy, just to play you. That before LeBron wouldn't do that. Maybe his early days when he was a rookie and a young pup. Nowadays, no. But yet,
I, I hear you. I
you
don't
know, but
take
not.
take it as a sign of fakeness, but
Oh, I mean, look.
it's all good.
The fans are one thing, but when you got somebody like LeBron and AD who's going to take a game off for one game just so they can come show up for the highest team in the league, hey, I'll take
Yeah,
that. That means
yeah. I mean, if
that
you
means
look
you.
at it that way,
Mm-hmm.
But moving along, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with OG, dog?
Oh, Anobi, from what I understand, he got the information in the elbow,
But
and
this is my thing. 3 years straight, he missed games from injuries, and I knew this was something that we was getting with him, but I just didn't think it would come so soon. But it's not that he gets bad injuries. What I notice is he'll get a minute injury, but take forever to heal, and
you know
that's
what?
the thing. It's not like Randall whole shoulder falling out. You know what I'm saying?
That we
Dude,
seen.
I got inflammation in my elbow, and I still go to the gym. I still lift. I still lift and do. It hurts. It does hurt, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I have to do.
But
So
you gotta remember, old heads like us, we could take pain, we could deal with pain. These guys, I'm not calling OG a prima donna or anything, not in the least, but the generation of players today, a cut toenail, a bang ankle, they out for 2 weeks. Like they take their little injuries to the next level. Whereas guys like Ronnie Lott in the game cut his finger off
right,
and went back in the damn game. So this is what I'm talking about. Like that's what you call that's a man right there. Hey, I don't know what you calling the guys today that when they get a sprained pinky toe, they out for 2 or 3 games. So I don't know. I don't know if it's me. I don't know what's going on, but things have changed.
if I know it's inflammation. So with inflammation, like I wear a sleeve. When
Mm-hmm.
my elbow gets inflammation in
Mm-hmm.
it, I wear a sleeve. The
Mm-hmm.
sleeve helps me out, keeps it
Mm-hmm.
nice and loose, and I'm able to do what I gotta do. Like I'm just like I understand you hurt, but is this something you got to sit out 7, 8, 9 games? Like, and then we
Well,
got Randall. You got Randall out. You got Grimes out. You got Mitch, who might be coming back after the All-Star game.
mm-hmm.
But you got Mitch out. So this is we need you. But then again, I guess the way this game going, 70-46 right now in the third quarter. We don't need him. We
Not
didn't need
really.
him tonight. But I'm just saying, like, I'm hoping that it
It don't
it's
cut.
something that warrants him being out. Because a lot of his injuries, if you look at his injury history, not major injuries, but he missed a lot of time. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So
exactly. And he has the numbers show that he hasn't played more than 50 games over the last 3 years. That's a problem.
yeah,
And it seemed to be a pattern with him with that. And I'm pretty sure the Knicks knew that when they acquired him. But sometimes you hope a change of scenery will give you that. But in
what
this
up, cuz?
case, maybe it's not the case.
Right, right,
So
right.
we got to see how that goes.
All right, well, I'll give him a couple more games, come back, but it's information, man. You got to bite the bullet on that and get that shit together.
Young
Because
Bucks.
the thing is, even with Grimes being out, it's this Grimes being out is hurting
Mm-hmm.
us with the trades because he's always going to be part of the trades. We made one, so now he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are like, stepping back, and what's going to happen is we're going to have to force. It's going to force us to give up one of them the first round picks. We might have to add another one. Even though we got 11 in the next 3 to 4 years or whatever, but I don't want to waste them on players that we could have just given Grimes up. What up, cuz? We doing we doing some sports talk, cuz. watch along. This is one of our podcasts that we do for sports. It's mostly New York sports, but we talk about a whole lot of sports and shit like that. So if you want to keep watching with us, keep watching with us, and we love to have you here.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts,
So
facts.
to get rid of for us to get a player now, it's probably gonna take 2 draft picks. And
Hmm.
I don't really want to mess up with the chemistry of the team because I think when our guys come back,
You're gonna be a problem.
we may be good right now what we have compared to giving up a McBride, and then Sims is out too, so we don't have Sims. Um, a lot of big guys, Sims, Robinson, Randall, like that's a lot of height right there. That's not playing tonight. So hopefully Grimes get back and we can make some. I think we got till Thursday, right? The trade deadline.
Yeah,
Trade deadline ends on Thursday, so we'll see what happens. But I think the Knicks need to make a move for a bench scorer. Just to show up things.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, that's what we talking about. Cause the Knicks dusting
yeah.
Memphis off right now.
So also, like you said, I'm gonna reiterate what you're saying right there. It's like I feel like the Knicks right now we just got OG. We went on the next little hot streak, and we don't even have that real chemistry. We just have a good match. Now imagine you have that chemistry with that match. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And we only 40 something games in. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, if
So
we at full strength, I want to see this team at full strength. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? I want all the starters playing. A lot of the starters come back. The people that's playing now gonna go to the bench, and our bench will be shored up. We'll have a nice bench,
Right, because
with
they're
these
getting
guys
burned
coming off
now.
the bench. So
Because they're getting burned right now
yeah, that's exactly because we
and
need another
producing
scoring
and
guard,
they
especially
producing.
if we could get a bench player that could come off the bench consistently and give us some good scoring like IQ did. So I'm definitely looking forward to see because we don't have enough consistent scores on the bench. Like
Mhm.
you don't know who's gonna really do it for you off the bench right now.
Right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. We don't know. And right now it's just a audition, so to speak. See who can do what, um, and what their strong points are, what their strengths are. And so we're going to see. We're going to see who can step up to the plate, and those who earn their right will during the season will get more burn. They go to the bench and they'll be running the second team.
Yeah. Yeah, he mentioned my cousin. He was mentioned Carl Anthony Towns. Now that will be a next year thing, though. Wise, I don't think we'll be able to trade for him this year because Mitch will have to be in that trade. We'll have to give up Mitchell Robinson, and he ain't healthy, so that definitely something that we can revisit next year, though.
And Mitchell Robinson he's supposed to be coming back soon from injury anyway as well. So
Yeah, but I
they
don't
did.
think I think it's gonna be, but it's gonna be after the trade deadline, so they ain't gonna be able to
Yeah,
trade
yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I
But
would I would like a score if we had a center like Carl Anthony Towns, somebody who could actually score and rebound. I can take that. You know what I'm saying? Because Mitch, he gives us rebounds and blocks, but he might get you 2 points a night. And I just hate seeing our starters go out there playing 5 against 4. That's what hurts us a lot. It makes us fall back because when we play teams that got a scoring center, we have a hard time with them. At least in the past, we had a hard time because they always had that fifth person scoring, in which we didn't have.
right, right, right. They
So
had that come off the bench and deliver.
yeah.
So yeah.
So
Hmm.
if we get a scoring like Hartenstein. I like Hartenstein. He giving us double digits. He giving us 10 points, 12 points, 15 rebounds. Like that's what I want Mitch to do. You know what
Which
I'm
yep,
saying? If
yep.
if he could do that, then we good. Because playing like Embiid hurt, but like playing the Lakers, they got Anthony Davis, and then you got Mitch. They go on rebound for rebound, but Anthony Davis putting up 28, Mitch putting up 2, and we lose by 10.
Exactly. That's a
You know what I'm
that's a
saying? So
that's not
so
a good look.
so that's that. Yeah, that's what we gotta try to make up. But I think Tibbs is coaching his ass off right now, especially with the way the team is right now. Yeah,
Hmm.
I know he can't shoot. What up, Jarrell? So
That's what.
with the team that we have on the court now, with all our stuff, we only have Brunson really. Which,
Mhm.
yo, not for nothing, this Brunson has to be like the best signing that we've had in a long time. Like the fact that he turned it out to be the superstar that we need, and we ain't have to go out there and pay, $300 million for this guy. I think it's awesome. I mean, he's turning out to be the king of New York, if you ask me. You know,
Well,
what I mean, right,
he is.
right. Since
He is
Patrick
what he
Ewing.
is. He's a monster.
Yeah,
A guard,
he-
a guard monster. He's a beast, and he got that New York grind, and he got that New York
yeah, he
attitude,
played. Yeah, it's
and he got
like
the swag.
yeah. Why you right? Since Patrick Ewing took over New York when we drafted him. But I mean Brunson
But we saw that coming.
with
Brunson,
Patrick,
we had to
I didn't
see
see it.
right.
I didn't see it coming with
No,
Brunson, especially not this soon.
we knew he
Especially
was gonna
not
be
this
good, but
soon.
we didn't know he was gonna be this kind of a caliber player at,
Yeah,
at this level
he's
to where
elevated.
he's in the MVP talks.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was just gonna say, when the last time we had somebody on our team that people was like,
It's
yo,
been
he could be MVP.
forever.
Like,
It's been
you know what I'm
forever.
saying? And a team where whoever we play, we in the games. Like we ain't getting blown out. Like I just don't want to sit here and be like RJ and IQ was the problem. But goddamn, since they left, dog, this team has been
They just
tough.
didn't fit. They just didn't fit. The team, the team, they had a
Yeah, they sure did,
vision.
was.
So there's always a cog that don't belong. And
Right.
so once you remove that cog and replace it with a better part, there you go. The engine gonna run smoother.
But
And
but
now not only running smoother, it's running
but
better.
what ain't that bad though? Like how could this team get this good this soon after that trade, dog?
When you said
Like the next game,
they
we
weren't
can,
bad, they just didn't fit. I don't want to talk crazy about
you
it because but
know
because
what?
they were good contributors, and I think it wasn't really quickly. It was more to me. It was more R.J. Barrett. He was that he was there for a little bit, but I don't think as time went on and as
I agree.
the idea of what Coach Tibbs wanted from his team, it became more and more apparent that RJ was not going to be the fit moving forward. So they had to make a move, and the move was the one of the best moves they made since getting Jalen over here. You
Right,
know,
but even with OG out, OG been out, and we still balling.
true indeed. But
So my
now
thing
we have
that
confidence.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so we got OG, started playing better defense, started winning games, started competing, got tough. OG goes down, Randall goes down, but the team is continuing. Like,
To fight.
how did they not be able to do that when RJ and IQ was here? Like, how did it just? I mean, you're right, Wise. The chemistry does seem to be better, but it just made me feel like maybe RJ and IQ was more, especially IQ this year. I think he got a little more selfish when it came to the contracts and shit like that.
Mhm.
Excuse me. I think he wanted. I think he started thinking about his contract. Yo, what up, son?
Who's that?
And
Who won his contract? Who took
IQ.
the contract?
I think
Oh
IQ
yeah,
started
yeah.
thinking more about getting paid, and
Mhm.
because
Well, he
even
wanted
when
to
they
be a
went to
starter.
Toronto,
He wanted to be a starter, and he wanted to get paid.
yeah.
I don't knock him for that.
But when they went to Toronto, look what happened. Toronto's still not winning, and then they both got hurt. It's like, you know what I mean? Like everything just went down for them. And
I mean,
it just
they started
like
off
we don't
good.
see the practices, we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We only see the games. So I'm thinking that what we were seeing game day was maybe not what was going on behind the scenes. And that's what made them say, you know what, we need to switch things up
Yeah.
because the way they playing now, even with all these people out, come on, last year if this would have happened, we'd have been 0-25.
Uh, spare the thought. Spare the thought. Believe me, I don't want anyone to think about that shit.
I'm
0-25.
just saying,
God damn.
this team wouldn't have played like this last year with all our starters out.
No, no. We been getting chewed up and spit out.
And it's the
We've
same
been
players.
laughing stock.
It's not like it's a bunch of different players. It's the same guys we had last year, but this year after the trade, they seem to be playing. You're right. Maybe it's RJ. I don't know. Whatever that chemistry was then, I'm just glad we got it now. But it just had me thinking like, wow,
Well,
they got rid of these two guys because I was upset. Like say they got rid of RJ and IQ, but now I'm like, wait a minute, maybe they
once
would.
you start seeing the results, and
Right.
like you said, like look, they obviously saw something that we didn't see from the coaching perspective point of view. Because when you're a coach, you're a coach yourself. Football, when you can see where everybody else don't see.
Right.
What's
Right.
missing? Why this offense is not working the way I had it written, drawn out. And it's always that one person, one or two people that are probably are not running it the way it's supposed to run, or not. Something is wrong. So you have to find that player that you can get that's going to make it run for you. And I believe that they saw that, because I never heard of OG before this trade. Honestly, let me keep it a buck with you. I
Oh, I
didn't
know.
never heard him before.
I definitely heard of him, especially
And
in defense. But I didn't know he was
yeah,
this
but
good.
cause in Toronto, you don't really hear about much unless you were Vince Carter back in the day. You didn't really hear much
Right,
about
right,
players coming
right,
out of
right.
Toronto. But when he came over, and then seeing not only what he brought to the team, but the stability that it was like the glue, like a glue.
Yeah, it's just,
He shored up all the problems that were there. He shored them up, and guys became one very very quickly. No pun
yeah,
intended.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree. That shit. Something just it's like after that trade, they had a few practices, something clicked, and they
Some
just went out
click,
and kicked ass. They just went
some
out and
click,
kicked ass.
and they all on the same page. And you got the right plays. And like I said, like you said earlier, I love Hartenstein. I love his grind. I love his hustle. But we still need another big man, because when he
Yeah.
went
Well,
down, we had to call on other players to come in, and other guys at the bench to fill that void. And they did a good job. But we need somebody to in that spot. Um,
Well, I think Mitch coming back. If Mitch coming back after the All Star game and he's healthy, I think that we're fine in the middle with him and Hartenstein. But we need a scorer. We need one. We need. I think we're one player away from being that top tier team. We need one player that
mhm,
mesh with the squad that's going to take us to where we need to go. Because
mhm,
what I don't want is when Jalen and Randall, and these guys and OG are out,
mhm.
the scoring, the defense stays the same. Now, that's the one thing I can say. When the starters go out and the second unit come in, the defense stays the same. They play hard defense, which
Mhm.
which keeps us in these games.
Mhm.
But the scoring is erratic.
Mhm.
One game the bench scored 42 points, then another game they scored 12. Like that's what kills us. And if you go on a 7-game series against these other teams,
Your
you're
bench
gonna
is
need
gonna
that
be crucial.
consistent. Yeah, because
Yep.
that game that you have the bench scoring 12 points could be the final game of the season. Be the 7th game
Mhm.
where we needed them. You know what I'm
The
saying?
the
So
the bench is definitely crucial for the playoff stretch run. And
yes,
I believe our ceiling like I hear everybody else say it. They're the East Conference Finals. I think that's our ceiling. I think with the right matchups, right seeding, I think we can actually make some hella noise in the East.
oh yeah,
And because
yeah. But the only team. Go
no
ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
no
listening.
no no you no you no you're right, you're right. The only team right now what the
No,
Boston
I'm saying
Celtics.
the only team I think that we'll have a hard time with in the Atlantic, um not the the Western Conference would be Denver, who we beat handedly, and
I think you're being
I,
nice. We destroyed
but
them.
I'm just saying, like I don't see
And
no team that really this team at full strength. Shit, yeah, we played. You right, cause we played. I want to see how we do against Boston. That's gonna be
that's probably the
the
only team
litmus
that we
test.
haven't beaten
Yeah,
yet.
that's
And
yeah, that's gonna be a litmus test for this new team. See how they do
we
against Boston.
hmm
Because what else?
that's going that's going to be that's going to be our tipping point. If we can compete with and I truly believe we can compete with Boston.
at full
You know, it,
strength.
af- uh, I think we can compete with them. I
Not
think we
not this
can.
team
I
that's
don't think we can.
playing now.
I'm not saying we're going to beat them, but we're going to be competitive. But I think our defense. Listen. I think our defense, when we're at full strength and they're at full strength, I think we can compete with
Oh
them.
yeah,
Now,
I think we can
now,
too.
and I think size advantage. You know, it's going to be a toss up, but we're going to see. I can't really call it right now. I got to see the. I got to see the.
Well, we play in
both
Boston in a few
teams.
days. We play
Yeah, but I got.
Boston in a few games.
Yeah,
I
but we're
think
not
it's
going to be
coming
at full
up.
strength.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I think it might. Well, it might be. If I'm correct, I think we play Boston after the All-Star break.
Well,
I think
hopefully
it's
after the
after the
All-Star
All-Star
break,
break.
we'll be at full strength, and then we'll see. Because you know what, we're gonna, Tibbs he's gonna be up for that game.
And Tibbs got to manage these minutes too, because you know how you do, though. He played the shit out of us in the regular season, then the playoffs come, and we too tired and worn down to
Yeah,
ball, yo. So he
you
gotta,
burnt. Yeah, you burnt out. So you got to
yeah.
hopefully, like I said, this All-Star break, we'll have guys get extra rest for that week. Come back. We'll see who comes back full strength. We'll see who's ready to go, and we just hope for the best. But right now, like I said, Knicks are still willing and dealing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't shocked. I was kind of shocked that we lost to LA. But
Well, I
like I
know
said,
if LeBron and AD didn't play, we were gonna blow them out. But with both of them playing, I knew it'd be competitive.
And they decided to turn it on when they come to New York. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I want to give a hand to our All Stars, Brunson and Randall. We got 2 All-Stars, and I'm happy about that. So
Absolutely.
that just showed just how much we've improved, and I'm seeing big things with these guys. I think this is a couple of years thing. I don't think this is a 1 season thing. I think this can go on. We got to re-sign OG because he's gonna be a free agent, so we're gonna have to re-sign him. But I definitely believe in what we have right now, and can't wait to see this team at full strength. So
And
with
for
that,
all the naysayers out there, this is not no damn fluke. This is not a
no,
fluke.
not at all.
This is real chemistry, and the chemistry is getting better. So
Yeah.
Trey Kane was a great fit. Now we have growing chemistry. Going into the postseason, and we're at full strength. We're gonna be showing out. We're gonna be turning a lot of heads.
Yeah.
Come playoff time. We're gonna be turning a lot of heads because the guard is gonna be crazy.
Yo, I want to go. In fact, I want to go to the game, man. I'm trying to go to that Detroit game, so I'm gonna see if I can give me some tickets for that one because I want to get to a game, man. I got to see them live.
Oh, you want to see a guaranteed blowout?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll go
that's
see the
gonna be a
Bucks
guaranteed blowout. It's gonna be a guaranteed blowout that
Yeah.
game. But yeah,
That's
get your money's
facts.
worth in that game.
Yeah. All right. So with that, I don't have. You got anything left for the Knicks?
Nah. Next week.
All right, we're gonna move on to the Super Bowl. Talk about the Super Bowl, the rematch. This is the rematch, San Francisco, Kansas City. To me, I think San Francisco is kind of going in with a little bit of a
Chip.
not a chip, but their defense is not as good as the defense that Kansas City played the first time. Like this defense, that defense was like top 5 everything. This one is like all over the place. And then you got Chase Young, and you don't know what the hell he bringing game to game. But I think that the Niners defense may be the difference in Kansas City winning because they're not as strong as the defense they faced last time. I think that's what's going to be the difference because Kansas City defense is good. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? And then San Francisco got to be able to stop the Kelsey Mahomes connection that has showed up in the playoffs. The regular season they kind of slacked off, But these two games in the playoffs, the two of them just took over the games. And I
Yeah,
don't
they did.
know I don't know if San Francisco has linebackers that can cover Kelsey, and at the same time they keep Mahomes, in the pocket, which is to me is going to be the difference.
Well, the Chiefs, they got everything going for them right now, and they're playing very confident. Their defense is very, very good. They're talking about Mahomes. I'm gonna veer off real quick because this is what's annoying me all week long. I'm not even a Tom Brady fan. Jesus Christ! But they got to stop with this GOAT shit with Mahomes.
Yeah,
I understand the numbers are better when you comparing their ages and whatever in the league. Yeah, I get it. Yes, Mahomes has better numbers. But listen, resume. Let the resume be done first.
right.
Let's get some. The guy has 7. No one in history, one player, has won 7 Super Bowl titles. Only one has done it. So just they gotta stop with this shit. It's too early. It's too soon.
Well,
Mahomes is
that's what
great.
they do.
Yeah, but a GOAT conversation?
Yeah.
GOAT? No. No. They gotta stop the foolishness right now. That is absolutely asinine. No one. You talk about a GOAT, the greatest of all time, football player. No.
I say
Tom Brady has 7.
once he get 6, then you can start saying, "Well, damn, he right there."
Shit, if he gets 5, then I'm gonna be like, hold up. And depending on his age, where he's at in his career, you know what
Right.
I mean? Because remember, there was a decade where the Patriots didn't go to Super Bowl for
Oh
for a
yeah,
whole 10 years,
I remember.
and then right. So there was a time so you're not guaranteed. But Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's greatness as a coach, they had that recipe. It worked, but they got to kill it with this GOAT conversation with Mahomes. He's good, yes. Yes, I get
Yeah,
it.
it's too soon.
It's too
soon.
soon. He got 2 Super Bowls.
I agree.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. Yes, that's acknowledged. But GOAT, no. Let's pump the brakes there. Too soon. Let's see some more years out of him. If he gets like I said, if he gets 2 more, even a third one. If he gets 2 more within the next 2 years after this one here, then yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. But right now, no. That conversation is saved for another day, and a long way away from that.
And another thing is how they switched things around and got like now. I guess everybody tired of Mahomes, so they making him out to be like a villain now. Him, Kelsey,
You
and
know
Chris
what?
Jones.
Because his damn antics on the field, and that's why. That's the only reason why.
But and that Taylor Swift, I think the Taylor Swift thing is annoying some people who are MAGA. They getting they tail feathers ruffled, and now they making him out to be a villain because she endorsed Biden. So
But why is he the villain? He's not dating her. Kelsey is.
nah, I know, but I'm just saying they going against Kansas City. Now this year there's more people voting against Kansas City to win than there was at any Super Bowl they've been in. So
I don't
apparently
understand. They
something
got the same
tilted
colors as
scale.
MAGA, so I don't understand that part. They got the same again colors as MAGA.
You
Red hat, red.
know what I'm saying?
Y'all just rock with it. But listen, it is what it is. I don't think they need to stop making it political. It's a football game. It's not that serious. It's a singer dating a football player. It's not the first time it's being done. It won't be the last time being done. Just so happens she happen to be the biggest star on the planet in 2023. That's
Right.
it. So hey, I mean, it's good for numbers and it's good for finances for the NFL. It's good for.
Oh yeah, they made a lot. They made a lot of money.
They made a lot of money.
A lot of money.
It's good for your boy for Kelsey and the Chiefs because they get a lot more commercial, more airtime now. So,
Right.
State Farm commercials are killing me.
Yeah. You're right. And one of the keys to me for Kansas City is Pacheco. I watched the way Montgomery and Gibbs ran on the Niners, and Gibbs really hurt them in the passing game too.
Mm.
So if Kansas City, decides to throw to them backs, that's gonna be another problem.
Pacheco was a monster. He's a little guy, but he's a
Yeah,
monster. He runs with reckless abandon.
yeah, yeah.
Like his
You know how
that little
a baby snatch something from you and run away? That's
yeah.
Pacheco.
Great
That's
analogy.
Pacheco.
Great, yes. Because I'm like this little dude run like that. Okay,
Yo, he be
he be
going, son. So
juking and jobbing, all kind of shit. Yeah, he gets through.
so that's gonna help the play
mm-hmm.
action. That's gonna help get Kelsey open. That's gonna help give Rasheed Rice open.
Oh yeah.
But I think he's the key. I think if they stop Pacheco, if 49ers stop Pacheco and take away that play action, it might turn the whole thing around on Kansas City. But I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Because Montgomery, every time that Detroit needed a first down, they handed it off to this dude, and boom, 5 yards. I mean, unfortunately, when they're down 4th and 2, they didn't do it. But any other time they ran, he would get them 5, 6, 7 yards. So, for Kansas City, to me, Pacheco is the difference maker for me, and Brock Purdy is the difference maker for San Francisco. It's all on his shoulders. I think if he cannot get it done against this defense, they're not winning this game, though.
Listen, you're right about that, and they have all the weapons the
All of
49ers do. They're stacked on offense. So if that running game is going, and listen, Purdy, he got some pretty impressive numbers this season. And with this second-year guy, right?
Yeah.
So for a second-year guy, the numbers he put up this year, it was very impressive. I'm in the way knocking. I mean, the kid is not a game manager. I'm sorry, you're not a manager throwing 30 touchdowns in the season. That's not a game manager. A game manager is like 15 touchdowns. You're running the ball a lot. You're handing it off. You're throwing little check downs. That's a game manager. Purdy's not a game manager, and I don't even like
Mahomes
Purdy
is going
like
to make
that.
him play, dog.
Huh?
Mahomes is going to make him play.
Of course.
Trust me. He's gonna have to throw that ball and make the right decisions, yo. He's gonna have to, because Mahomes is not. You're not gonna hold them down. You know what I mean? They may score 17 points, but they'll score 17 points before you get 17, and now you got to play from behind and you got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So
Well, that
Brock Purdy's
defense,
gonna have to play. He got to play one of his best games.
He's going to have to play lights out, because not for nothing, they shouldn't even be in Super Bowl. It should be Detroit's game playing.
Yeah. But Detroit decided to go for it. They didn't want to kick field goals.
They decided to play blind and dumb, and so after going up 17 points, but that's a whole other story. That's what we're done with. But if they played like they played against Detroit in that first half,
they can forget
it. It's gonna be a wrap, because once Kansas City had you down like that, they're not letting you go. They're gonna put the foot on the neck, and they're gonna apply pressure. It's gonna be over.
And Shanahan can afford to lose another Super Bowl, because it's not like other than Kansas City, it's not easy getting back. That's Philadelphia.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Not easy getting back, and it's not easy winning when you get there.
Right. So if they lose this one,
mm-hmm.
I think Detroit keeping all their staff, keeping their players, they're going to be back in the playoffs next year. You're still going to have to deal with, the Packers. I think the Packers going to be good. So it's not going to be easy. So San Fran, if they don't win this one, my thing is, if they don't win it, is this Shanahan's ceiling? Like, is he not have enough to get? If he's not good enough to get them over that hump, they get there and then they keep losing it. Like, is it? And with a team like this, like, offensively they dominant, defensively they dominant. What more do he need? You know what I'm saying? Like,
just show up. Just show up. Don't play nervous. Play like you belong there, and show up. That's it. Because you go there and you playing nervous and you playing like you're scared and throw the ball, you're going to lose. So what happened with Jackson and the Ravens is going to happen to them, and they do the same shit. Come here like you want to play and you belong there. Don't come here and act like you undecided what you want to do, run or pass. No. You gotta know what the hell you're gonna do.
Right.
And stick to your shit. Don't be. The worst thing you can be is undecisive in a big ass game like this. That's crazy.
And mistake free. You gotta play mistake free football.
You gotta limit the turnovers. You gotta have no. One can cost you this game.
Yeah.
One critical
don't
turnover.
be surprised if this is a high scoring game. Don't be surprised.
Well, you got two high power offenses, and no one shows up to play defense. It might come down to one big play.
I think a low score game favors the Chiefs tremendously, and a high score game means that San Francisco is able to move the ball, which helps them out. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing. You said that before, and you was right. So, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So, but I'm still picking Kansas City to win. I think they're gonna do what they gotta do. I think Andy Reid just knows what he gotta do, and he got Mahomes. I just can't bet against Mahomes. If San Francisco had a better quarterback, you know, I'm not necessarily believing Brock Purdy is at the level of Mahomes and Lamar and all these guys. Josh Allen, I don't think he's at that level. I think having the people on his team that he has helps him. But if you take Brock Purdy and you put him on a team without all those weapons, he'll be garbage. That's just me. I think McCaffrey and those guys make him a lot better than he is.
That's garbage.
Dude, he was the last pick of the draft for a reason, though. Like,
yeah, but Tom Brady was.
Put Daniel Jones on his team and watch.
Ben Roethlisberger was. They were bad. They were almost last picks, and see how their careers panned out. I'm a fall short of calling him a bum or a garbage. I mean, like he said, his numbers this year, like he threw over 30 touchdowns. And look, not any quarterback can just throw the ball and throw 30 touchdowns. You have to be somewhat decent player, and players can improve. I think for whatever reason that he was not picked or he was picked last in the draft. Sometimes that motivates the player to improve their game and get better.
I wish
maybe he did that.
Jones
maybe he got better. But I'm not gonna bet against. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna bet against like you. I'm not gonna bet against Mahomes. He's been there. He's done that. He's a proven winner, and he's lost to what? His 4 Super Bowls. He lost to Tom Brady and who else?
That's it.
No, he lost twice. No, Tom Brady one time.
He lost to Tom Brady.
3 Super Bowls he went to, right?
Yeah.
No, he won the 4th. No, this is his 4th, right?
This will be his 4th one now, I believe. They won 2, they lost 1. This is the 4th one.
Yeah, you're right. Tom Brady only.
Yeah.
Tom Brady only. So that's not a bad loss, honestly. You're gonna lose to the GOAT, lose to the actual GOAT.
The real GOAT, right?
Lose to the real GOAT.
And I hate saying that because I hate fucking Boston, but
look, he's retired now.
I can't
deny greatness. The guy is 7 chips. You can't be like if you deny 7 chips, you just a natural born. You just really hate Tom Brady. Just downright hate his ass. You can't stand him no matter what. So, yeah.
That's true.
I got the Chiefs too as well. I think they're gonna prevail and win title number 3 in the Mahomes era.
Yeah, because Andy Reid, I think Andy Reid got about 2 years left for I think he's gonna retire. So
I think he's gonna try to squeeze out like two more after this year. Yeah. If he wins this year, he's gonna try to squeeze out at least 2 more rings and put himself in that category of the Bill Belichick category of at least getting close to like that number because he got 6 championships. So
speaking of Bill Belichick, he's still unemployed though.
You know what? The NFL talks. These owners talk.
Yeah,
And
what
it takes
up, man?
one person. Like, look, I work in nursing, right? It's a small community. One person who does something bad or talks crazy somehow, it gets through everybody. Everybody, shh, we all know. And by the time you get to our building, we already know what you are already. So the interview is just there, just as a preliminary whatever. We're not gonna hire you. We ever heard about you already, and how you're talking crazy, how you want to buy the groceries, how you want to do all this
Right,
stuff,
right,
and
right.
all. Now we have people in place that we get paid a big money to do their jobs for. All you gotta do is coach, just coach. But
And I think when he
mm-hmm.
go into these meetings, he probably put his arms up and he goes like, "Yeah, I want to hire y'all to let me coach." You
You
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying? Like how
He's
you
not
gonna sit across with this dude and interview him? You interviewing Bill Belichick? Like, nah, he interviewing you. And they're probably like, nah,
exactly.
we
So
cool.
like, and my thing is how he's not the most personable and talkative person.
Right.
And so you look at all the interviews, he's like 2 or 3 words. It's kind of like Popovich. Like he's not much for big words. He don't say much. He keeps it very simple. And sometimes these teams want more personality from their coach. I mean, they know what they like. At the end of the day, like, you know what? Yeah, we'll find somebody else.
Yeah.
You had a good
And they did.
run.
They did. All 8 spots got filled with people other than him and Pete Carroll. Him and two of the oldest coaches in the league did not get hired for a coaching job, head coaching job. And then Eric Bieniemy lost his job, which I, I'm beginning to think that maybe it's not the league, that maybe it's him, because they gave him the chance to get out from under Reed. He got from under Reed. I think he went to a bad. I think he chose a bad spot to go to. If you ask me, he
He
went to
did.
Washington.
He
But
that, I was just about to say he went to a very bad spot but I think because he saw the first opening and he took it, the first offer and he took it.
and it
You
didn't work
know,
out.
and you know what? Not for nothing, he is a old school type of coach, but there's sometimes you have to balance the scales with your players.
Right.
The generations changes. You can mix it. You can mix it with your little old school with some of these young kids. You can't stick to the same old 70-year-old guns. You can't do that. It's probably one of the reasons why Bill Belichick didn't get hired. It's probably why Pete Carroll didn't get hired. You can't have that. You see, Andy Reid. Andy Reid is kind of ingrained himself into the younger generation style, how they talk and how they do things, and he's still able to be himself and coach the way he's always coached,
Right.
and it's proven to be successful.
And they believe in his system.
And his system works, and they believe in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
So
I don't think Bieniemy was able to get the most out of his team, mainly because I think Ron Rivera was a bad head coach. So
I
I,
don't
I
like
don't think it was good.
I don't like Ron Rivera. I
Yeah,
never like
I mean,
I,
know,
I,
I like having these minority coaches. You know, he Latino, whatever, and all that. But I just didn't think he was a good coach. And to see how they, and I know it hurts because you lose your job in the midst of y'all having the second pick in the draft and probably going to get the quarterback you wish you would have had when you went there. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to finally get a quarterback. Terry McLaurin and them guys are still there, so they got
yep.
receivers, and the offense is probably going to be better now because you're going to get a competent quarterback back there, and it's going to, once he gets acclimated to things or whatever, maybe not
Mm.
this season coming, but in the future they may have a better team. But to see him get fired, first of all, I thought it was something crazy anyway when they fired Rivera and left him and kept him on the payroll. I was like, so how are you gonna fire the head coach, hire a new head coach, and then keep the OC from, like, I don't see that working. Every head coach wants to bring in their own people. So I kind of saw it coming, but I was just like, Why didn't he just like not let them know? Like, listen, let me go, because
Just let
all
me
these
go.
OT spots was open. He could have went somewhere, but yet he sat there sitting on their payroll. I was
You rather get a
like,
check.
he could have got another.
He did.
He could have went somewhere else. There's
Yeah, but
plenty of positions.
I don't think he was willing to take that gamble. I don't
Well, what
know. That was
up, Kelly?
just a very weird situation.
Yeah, he yeah. Eric Bieniemy is gonna have to. He gonna have to figure out, what it is he want to do, because
Well,
I'm
he's
starting to think that maybe it is him. That's
you
just
know
me.
what? It might be him because you know what? It can't be every team you go to. Your players gotta respond to you. They gotta respond to you in a positive way. And if you're not doing that, you're not gonna get anything out of them. On the field, just not. They're not gonna produce. They're not gonna play hard for you. They're just not gonna do it, and they'll play just enough to get a check and show that their numbers are good. But
And,
after that, they're not. They're not gonna do it. They're not.
and
They'll.
then
And
he
you know.
got
If I, hmm?
then he got Dan Quinn as the head coach coming over there. You already know he not gonna hire your black ass. You know what I'm saying? Look where he coming from. So you know you out of here, dog. Like,
He
that ain't even
likes
gonna happen.
carrot.
Yeah, as soon as he
Can
got
have
there,
you
first
on
thing he
my
did was
squad.
get rid of. Yeah, as soon as he got there, the first thing he did was tell his man, "You ain't staying." You know what I'm saying? Like,
You come
to me,
in,
I would have just left, but
but
um,
when you come in, yeah, you gotta see the writing on the wall when you come in. And sometimes, and like you said, most people they come in, they want their own squad.
yeah,
They're gonna pick their own people. And so no matter, and you could be the best at what you do on that team. It doesn't matter. I want Billy over here because I played with Billy for 2 years and we have chemistry and he knows what I want. I know what he wants and we work it. It don't matter. He's gonna bring him Billy and you're gonna be gone. So just update your resume.
and
Get
get the
Start cleaning out your
stepping.
locker and just if you want to
Get the
wait
fuck.
if you want to wait till they tell you to leave, that's fine too. But
Not
prepare to be
me.
gone.
When they would have
Pack
fired
your shit
Rivera, I'd have been like, "Give me my walking papers, please. I gotta go somewhere else to look for a job."
because
I ain't sitting there.
looking
I'm not
crazy.
understanding that shit.
You're gonna be sitting looking crazy, and that's what he did. And now you know
Now they just embarrass him and come in there, and Dan just was like, "Yo, you gotta go, get out." Like, nah,
you're
I
not
wouldn't even let that
you're not
happen.
coming back, Playboy. You're not coming back. I'm sorry. They probably called him on Sunday morning, like, listen, there's gonna be some changes, and you're not coming back to the facility. Sorry.
So he got
We'll mail you your shit.
so he got 1 year from out, and then the crazy thing is, you left Andy Reid in Kansas City, right? You got 1 year on another team, and now your ass go sit home and watch Andy Reid continue to go to the Super Bowl next
Continue to
week.
win. You could have had more rings. Like I understand. I look. I get it. I understand their ambition to be your own man, have your own team. That's every coach's dream. But after you gotta know when this is not for me. I'm better as an OC, a DC, whatever the case may be. I'm not a coach. I'm not head coach material. Everybody's not head coach material. Just
Yeah, yeah, that's
just not.
absolutely right.
Just not. Because sometimes you
You're
just
right.
don't know how to talk to your team. Sometimes being a leader, that's something you're born with. That's not something that you just wake up one day and like, I'm gonna be a leader. No, that's not how it
Right,
works. Most
right.
people are born leaders. They just have that gift of gab. They know how to talk to people. They know how to get people going. They know how to push the right buttons.
There's a lot.
And
There's a lot more to being a head coach than it is just being a coordinator. Like, even when I was coaching Little League, I started
mm-hmm,
out as an offensive coordinator, and then I got promoted to head coach,
mm-hmm.
and it was a big difference. More responsibility.
Yeah,
Like, stuff I didn't have to worry about as an OC, I now had to worry about as the head coach, especially when we was going to Florida, and I had to plan. It was up to me to totally plan everything. What we're gonna do when we get there, the workouts, the when we gonna practice? Where we gonna practice? It was so much more, but I was able to handle it because I had a job that was so demanding of me. You know what I mean? I grew up playing football, so I was
Right,
able to
right,
handle it. But
right.
I watched a lot of people be head coaches that could not handle it, and they went back to being
Well,
coordinators because they couldn't handle it. So
hey,
I definitely get it, but I think Bieniemy made a mistake leaving Kansas City, though. I think he should have tried his best to stay there and just keep. I think he should have just waited for Andy Reid, wait for Andy Reid to retire and just take over the team from as head coach.
some people are impatient. They don't want to wait it out, depending on their age,
Yeah, what
depending
up,
on how long
Ty?
they've been playing in the league. So I think for him, he just wanted to try, and I get it. Like I said, but sometimes you ignore what's right in front of you, and if it says don't leave yet, and you say, you know what, I'm going to leave right now, it's not going to work out because it's not the time for you to leave yet. But hey, he made a choice. Now you got to live with it. Now he's unemployed again. Like these things
Yeah,
happen, and
yeah.
you now you got to wait another year to let that shit soak out of everybody's system and then try to bounce back as an OC somewhere on
Or
the team.
go to college, go to the college ranks.
Go
You
to
know what I mean? Michigan, hired a brand new coach. So there's teams out there that's gonna be needing coaches. Um,
yep.
what up, sis? But moving along to the Pro Bowl, dog. Listen, I know last week we didn't like the whole changing of the system where they
Mm-hmm.
doing this skills and all these challenges they did with all the players.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it, and after watching it,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I was kind of like, wow, this is actually cool because they got the fans involved for a longer period of time. They got
Okay.
more intimate into as far as being close to the players and all the different things that they were doing. I I especially enjoyed the tug of war and the big man obstacle course. Like that was my thing. I enjoyed that better than the game. The game itself is the issue. The
Mm-hmm.
flag football game. Now
Yeah.
for me it was boring. Because it was flag football. And But the system didn't rely on that game. What they did is they got points from every challenge. So whoever wins the challenge gets points, and then the game was the final piece, and then they add all the points up, and that's how you win. Compared to just
Mm.
having it as a game. And of course, Eli, our New York Giants quarterback, beat his brother again, and so that was cool. But
We
yeah,
love
I
Eli.
kind of liked it. I think the players liked it too. The dodgeball. You didn't see the
Yeah, you know
dodgeball?
what? They're not getting hurt. That's why. They're
Yeah,
not getting
yeah,
smacked around like an actual. Look, that's one of the things I do miss about the Pro Bowl is when guys there was still uh, tackling involved and guys getting smacked, getting hit. Um, what there's a play, the play that passed away in the Redskins. The Washington Commanders.
Oh,
Back
the
when the Redskins.
safety. You talking about the
Yeah,
safety?
yeah. That play stood out where he tackled the where
Oh
he
yeah,
he went head first and hit the I think it was the kicker or some shit like that. No, laid the shit out of like it's a
yeah,
real damn game. It's like damn son.
yeah,
But that's how
yeah,
he was.
yeah.
That's how the. That's what I look. Listen, football has changed. They take safety and those kind of stuff, and yeah, I get that. But the Pro Bowl, they kind of took away a game that everybody was still loving. But like I said, they got more of the fans involved, more fan involvement, and people don't have to worry
Yeah.
about going home on a stretcher if they get hit the wrong way.
And Ray Lewis is
Motion.
over. Ray Lewis is overboard, yo. Ray Lewis had a fit. I mean,
Yeah,
he was literally,
I saw him. He was wilding,
yo,
didn't
he,
he?
he was, I was like,
I thought he
yo.
was joking at first. He was dead ass
Nah, he
serious.
was dead ass serious,
But
yo. I
he's a
was like,
competitor.
damn. If he that intense about some damn flag football, he ain't even playing.
Yo,
I
ref.
can imagine where
Yo,
he was
ref.
when he
Yo,
played,
ref.
man.
Ref.
I was like, yo, is
Yo,
he
Ray,
serious
stand
right now?
down. Yo,
Yeah.
stand down, Ray. I'm sorry, but the Ravens could have used all that motion a few
Yeah.
weeks back. They could have used
Yeah.
that. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if
Well,
he
he
would have
was
came out,
there.
maybe if he would have came out
He did.
and not he did. I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
miss
He
him?
came out.
I saw Sus come out, but I didn't see. Was he
He,
quiet? He walked out,
he
went
did
back in the.
that old bullshit dance he do. He did that whole shit. They pop smoke and all that shit. They
And
did
he
all
and
that.
he. I guess it wasn't enough.
Nah, what?
I guess it really wasn't enough.
Nah, they wasn't enough. 'Cause
Still
they,
wasn't enough.
their ass is lost. But like I said, I mean, I like the whole format. I thought it was good, and it kept you involved for a few days, unlike the game where you just watch the game for that weekend or whatever. Um, yeah, you muted yourself. I see a big mute mic on the screen.
Down here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you go.
I don't
Um,
mean to. Yeah, but anyway. So
so
say
last
something
but
good
not
shit.
least, the Senior Bowl. Just something to just throw out that remember I mentioned Spencer Rattler. He ended up being an MVP. He did very well. Um,
The
but
Giants are not good. They picked
he,
every senior bowl MVP. The Giants. What's going with that?
I
The
mean, they gonna pick his
last
ass.
one is a buzz.
Well, two running backs, Bailey and Davis, they look good. I was kind of surprised that they was gonna run these guys so much, but they ran these guys a lot, and Penix Jr. didn't even play. So I think his agents decided to sit him out, which is
They
crazy
don't need to play.
because they had him go, they had him prepare, they had him practice, and then the game came, they sat him out. But Bo Nix played. He looked okay. Wasn't as decisive as I wanted him to be,
Mm-hmm.
but he was decent. I think he just needs some coaching up. Once he comes to the next level, he found the right coaches, the right system. I think he's gonna be fine. But Spencer Rattler had